Mike Bohn here at the World MMA Awards with the man, the host, Mr. Chael Sonnen, once again running the show.
Can you believe that? Can you believe it almost wasn't me? Who is it that they would have possibly called? They got to call me on short notice. That's a little bit weird.
Yeah, is that what happened? Because they only announced it a few days ago.
I only heard about it a few days ago.
But you're ready to go.
Of course I'm ready to go. Mike, who else would be hosting this thing?
No one.
You try getting a bunch of goofballs together called the World MMA Awards and keeping control. There's only one man. Me.
It's chaos.
It is a little bit of chaos. Yes, I will tell you, there's a bunch of buffoons in this business.
As we've learned, what's your...
Tonight we award them. We go like, oh, you were better than the other buffoons. Good job. Here's your banana. It's like, that's what we do tonight. But I'm here. I'm here to keep charge. How are you, by the way?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm nominated as well, Journalist of the Year. We know Ariel Helwani's going to win it, but it's okay.
Do you think he wins again?
He always wins.
13 in a row, I think.
Yeah, I think they should just name it the Ariel Helwani Journalist of the Year Award, and then someone else can win it.
He would not argue on that point, but you should be nominated. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You can always, rig the ballot and maybe get me up there.
Yeah, maybe I'll just say your name, right? Maybe that's how it works. Sure.
That's the good plan.
Yeah.
How have things been with you?
People say you can't do that. I plan to run for office and I plan to cheat. I plan to rig the ballot. I don't know why everybody runs away from that.
Me neither.
No, if I was running and I had a way to rig the game, I would always rig the game.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously,
isn't that a little bit weird? Oh, they cheated. Well, of course they cheated.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I feel there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
I don't really know. I don't think we have even got to a topic. I mean, it's been pretty good.
Shoes on,
we do. Yeah, it's been good, man.
The glasses. I'm a little self-conscious about these.
I do really like them.
They're
nice.
The prompter is small. I have to wear them or I can't. It's been my first time in public with my new glasses look.
I think it looks great.
It's a bold move.
Yeah. What's your favorite storyline from MMA from the past year? I know it's a heavy question.
Okay, well, 2022 has been ran unlike any other year in MMA. I mean, if 2022 Dana White walked into 2008 Dana White's office, 2008 Dana White kicks him out. I mean, this is a star-driven business. We took our biggest stars, we put them on ice. With that said, ratings went up. Box office were completely sold out. Pay-per-view did just fine. It's unlike any year. John Jones can't get a fight at heavyweight. Meanwhile, I'm watching the worldwide leader, and there's a guy named Sergi that's a main event of a heavyweight. I mean, truly, and I'm not making fun of anybody, but this has been unlike a year that MMA has ever seen, and I've for one enjoyed it. If you told me that I was going to look forward to Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev 8 months ago, I'd have told you don't know Chael Sonnen very well. But I looked forward to it by the time it was here. Now I'm looking forward to him versus a rugby player. And if you told me I was going to look forward to that and that was going to draw, I would not have believed you.
Who do you think fights first in 2023, Jon Jones or Conor McGregor?
They're putting that fight in Perth, by the way. Have you covered that?
Which fight?
Volkanovski versus Makhachev.
Yeah, it's been announced. It's official.
Oh, you're not a world traveler. Perth is disgusting. Are you not aware of that? You don't want to go to Perth for any reason. And so them acting like they got a big fight and we're going to go do it in Perth. If you're a big fight, you do it in Las Vegas, but they're going to Perth. Yeah,
well, that's kind of discouraging because I've never been to Australia and I'm like, oh, I'm excited to maybe go, but now you're like, do I want to fly 30 hours?
Cover it via satellite if you have the opportunity.
Okay.
Perth is a weird place to do a big fight. Perth is a weird place to do a big anything. I mean, let's just get the whole story out.
Yeah. So back to the question, who do you think fights first in 2023, Jon Jones or Conor McGregor?
Oh my, I think that they're very different spots, right? Jon Jones is a prize fighter. He hadn't fought in a long time. He needs the prize. He needs to fight. Conor McGregor wants to fight. I think that's a meaningful difference. I would go, though, with Jon Jones.
What do you think of this TJ Dillashaw retirement situation? A lot of people feel that because he's got the serious shoulder injury, maybe he is following in Conor's footsteps, getting out of the USADA pool, then maybe we see him back in a year and a half.
They won't bring him back. I mean, the UFC is just going in a direction with older fighters. Like, for example, it was never announced over the weekend, but I believe you saw Clay Guida have his last fight. I think that they should have announced it. I think that should have been celebrated, and I will fully admit for you that I could be wrong. But the older fighters just aren't getting signed, win or lose. The UFC is about champions and potential contenders, and if Dillashaw is not one of those two, there's really not a spot for him. I will tell you, he could have played that a lot longer if he was a forced retirement, as is at least being reported. I don't think that's the case. I can't think of a time the UFC's cut anybody that's injured. So TJ could have played that a little different if he wanted to stick around. I'm just saying if you're looking for talking points on that, but he had an awesome career. I sure thank him for the memories.
Last thing, what's the #1 thing on your 2023 MMA wish list that you want to see happen in the sport?
All right, there's a rumor out there right now, Chimaev versus Colby Covington. I want them to sweeten the pot and officially make that a #1 contenders bout, and that's the match I want to see.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to it, Chael. It's been great. Anything else that you want to get off?
The TJ Dillashaw, I mean, I thought there was a little bit of a comparison. If you're not in USADA, you can't cheat USADA, right? I mean, the people that work for USADA that come out and get your urine couldn't pass their own test.
Right.
I'm not bagging on them. I'm sharing. That's a very unique pool. You can't break the rule unless you're part of the rule. So if Conor removed himself, people trying to hang a ugly light on him. First off, they don't know if he's taking anything in the first place, and if he is, he wouldn't be in violation of the rule.
It's a weird situation, though. Can we about that a little bit? That we're seeing these fighters that have injuries, they're now kind of pulling out. Like, hopefully it just doesn't become a trend and maybe there's some foul play going on.
Well, I don't think that we have a trend. It looks like we just have Conor McGregor. I don't think that's going on with TJ Dillashaw. I don't think that TJ will be back, so I can't agree to it.
Okay. Fair enough. That's what we do as pundits. We agree to disagree in some ways.
Sure. Well, you know, as pundits, you come up with questions and you get an authority in the subject, me, to come in and tell you how it is. But I appreciate you all the same.
I will always defer to you.
Respect.
Thank you, Chael. Appreciate the time.